Hey guys, Bibs here, welcome back to Jams and Drams. An hour later than normal, but I've had quite a busy day. Yeah, just going to wait a little while for a few moments for people to join, and we'll get cracking. Just a casual one tonight, no major plan. I was going to have a guest on, that's going to be next week. I had to rearrange that, my error. The incredible Josh Mead is going to join me next week, Australian guy, whilst he's in Europe. It's not in person, will still be a Zoom, but time zones are a bit easier. So I'll be posting about that this week. There's my backing track. But yeah, it's going to be a fun one. I think there are quite a lot of Australian or sort of that neck of the world guitar friends. And it's one of those things that's just really hard to organise, to just even communicate. I think going back and forwards is always a bit tricky. I had Leon on a few weeks ago. Hopefully going to get Nick Granville on as well from New Zealand at some point. Yeah, lots of good, amazing guitar players down under. So how's everyone doing? And in the UK, I titled this stream "Hot, Hot, Hot." It's one of those where heat waves that we're having, and English guy complaining about the heat. Hey Lawrence, how's it going, man? Yeah, Josh, he is absolute monster. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we can organise that for next week. Yeah, so heat wave over in the UK, absolutely melting, So, Davey Dragon, evening, how's it going? Where are you watching from, Davey? Nice to meet you. Yeah, so I'm just about, my strings are shot to pieces. I'm probably going to rust all the metal on my guitars because it's so, I have really toxic sweat. And yeah, unfortunately I burn through normal strings very, very quickly. So yeah, coated strings for me. But even in this weather, even coated strings in this weather, I kind of get through really, really quickly. On the lighter whiskies this evening, so American Angel's Envy, the bourbon that I'm into, and maybe a Whistle Pig as well, we shall see. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. And like I say, no plan for tonight. Just gonna do a little bit of playing, a little bit of chatting. If you've got any suggestions, things to talk about, any questions, any suggestions playing, open to anything as usual. Heat's just started to subside in Europe and Scotland, yeah. Why is my text not the right colour there? I need to adjust this text colour. I think I need to adjust the text colour. There we go, that's better. You should be able to see this a bit easier. Ah, Mr. Cassidy, hello indeed. Dare I say Weckham? I can't, I'll get a copyright claim. Good to see you, sir. How you doing? Look like you had a good time on holiday, so yeah, scorcher. Cheers, everybody. Happy end of the week. Drink. Yeah, hoping to get Steve on as well for a chat at some point, if we can. Yeah, if anybody's interested in general all-round good guitar YouTube content and chat and entertainment, Steve's got a great channel, and Lawrence also has a fantastic channel. Yeah, wonderful chaps. Let's see. I've been working on some tunes that I might do some changes playing stuff with, but we'll see how my brain's going. But for now, I'm just going to get the fingers warmed. yeah, so it's so, I've got elixir and nano webs on, and in this heat, even the elixirs are sticky and like, they feel rusty. It's just, yeah, I'm all over the place. Anyways, so it's, hello folks, greetings from Yorkshire. Where in Spain are you from? So let me know if you can hear the track and the guitar equal good levels. Thanks, Lawrence. What's going on? Cool. So, yeah, a little bit late tonight. Had several things going on. So I'm not sure how late I'm going to go to, but it's also incredibly warm. But let's see. Let's do this one. dripping. Leave that there. Soak up the sweat. Yes, Lawrence. These are all just tracks that I make for the various demos when I'm doing a preset or a tone or a piece of gear or whatever. Just simple stuff to noodle over a piece of gear. So I've got to play, if I do this, I've got like a big sort of playlist of them in here. I'm just jumping between. I've got some other sort of fun ones. Yeah, anyway. Sometimes I'll use the iReel thing just for like changes stuff if I need to do something. I might do that in a bit actually with the tune. In fact, I might do that now. Shall I swap? I might swap guitars though. So what's everyone playing at the moment? What's everybody working on guitar-wise? Anything, practicing anything fun or anything new, or anyone got any new discoveries of anything to listen to, or? Yeah, Lawrence, they're just tracks from. So they're just like tracks from all the videos. I don't do enough videos. Nice. Yeah, Lazerbird. Yeah, that's quite a tricky one, I find. What tempo are you at when doing on that? Yeah, so this is a tune I've played for a long time but still don't know in my memory, so I'm trying to sort of starting towards getting into memory. That's a common theme I guess I've been talking about. Will this work if I go? No, it's not. It's going to cut it off, unfortunately. But yeah. So it's a tune called Estate. It's a bossa. Lawrence will probably know it. work through. Let's see if I can get this. How do I do this? Annoyingly, I can't quite fit that on the screen. Anyway. I might be able to just manually sorry guys, I should be should have this a little bit more sorted. Oh, there we go. Haha. That's just it. However, no, you can't. I need to. Huh. Ta-da! Did it. So boring for anyone. Let's see if I can get this. yeah, that's it's such fun to play on. Yeah, what's the melody again at the top? Yeah, I need to really work on that. Oh yes, they absolutely did. Phenomenal albums. I think there was 2 records, wasn't it, that they did? That's definitely where I first came across it. Uncle Boris. Agreed. Guitar duo is one of the most satisfying things to play in, I think. Musical things. Absolutely adore it. I think it's the most indulgent and responsive, like, musical environment as a guitar player. Like another guitar player, like, listening to. It's like the ultimate. If you're playing, and it's just the ultimate fun thing, because you're hearing your favorite thing. Not that you're doing it from someone else on the instrument that you love, and the interplay that you can have with it. Guitar duos is absolute indulgence. Ah, that's really, really good. Going down a treat today. The Angel's Envy that was, wasn't it? Nice, and it's quite light and refreshing in some ways. Whiskey can be refreshing. As far as whiskey goes, it's, because it was sweetness, I think. Yeah. So, let's, no, I've not tried Lazy Bird in, I don't know, if ever, I don't know. Anyway, let's do some, let's see what happens. Excuses. The heat and the tuning. simple thing. Yeah. Oh, gosh, I don't know how long I'm going to last tonight in this heat. Well, it's what tempo are you at? I can't, I won't be able to, my technique won't handle it around these kind of speeds. Oh, thanks man. I wouldn't say nailing, sort of by a long shot. I just can't. This is the thing that I was sort of talking to you about. These kind of tempos, Lawrence, are just so technically hard for me to, yeah. I can sort of get into it. I sort of like fall into it for brief periods where it kind of works, and then it just falls apart, comes off the tracks, off the train tracks. It's not showing, is it? Yeah. Hope the water chaser, and that's it. It is indeed, Davey. Yeah. This was my daft memorabilia from the new film, from the cinema the other day. It is water. Now we're going to do one whistle pig. I'm just going to have the two tonight, two small ones. Yeah, it was. I think if you start going down that path, Lawrence, it's if you go full bird and you just need another line or another shoot. I don't think I want to be a good jazzer that much, but yeah. Alright, well I'm gonna just see if I can This is a fun vein to stay in, though. I don't know. You guys tell me. Should I just shred or try and play changes? I can't decide what I'm in the mood for. Yeah, whistle pig. Hiya, Nick. How's it going, man? Just talking about you, saying it'd be good to get you on for a chat. But it seems like all of my, a lot of my good guitar playing buddies to get on are down your neck of the woods, and it's hard to organise at times. Let's do tune is gone again. Which changes, Nick? Did you catch the do you know this tune, Estate? Did you catch me playing that one? You know that tune, Nick? That's what I was working on earlier. 20. Thanks for joining, man. Oh gosh, you can see how sweaty I am just even on the camera, all the sheen of it. So bad. Well, I mean, what temperature is it there, Nick? It's probably still the same temperature here as outside. We don't deal with the heat very well at all. Lazy Bird was, I don't really, my excuse there is I don't know that one. It's been many years since I've looked at it. That was just what Lawrence was working on this week, so I thought I'd have a stab. What are you working on at the moment, Nick? Anything interesting? Or what are you, practicing or working? I guess, I'm busy. Do have air conditioning. It's on, but still, you know, it's not. I'm still really roasting. But I've got the, I don't know. Maybe I could turn it. Just concerned about the noise. That's all. Turn the quiet mode off. Had it fitted last year in the bedroom and in the studio. Might be a bit noisy. But it's like, this is quite a big space and it's just this like relatively small one that's there, so it's blows down on me. It doesn't actually massively help, but when I turn it onto low mode, it's yeah, what I usually do is cool it down. I was out earlier on, so I didn't have a chance to like cool it down in advance. So before I've got to do any like recording or filming or live streams, I guess. And what I should have done was cool it down, but I didn't pre. So don't know if you can hear that noise, fan noise in the background from the blower of the AC. But yeah, it might be a shorter. Usually do about 90 minutes of this, don't I, or maybe 2 hours, but might have to bail tonight and try and cool down. Drams, Nick, we got. I was going for something light and airy and like not too heavy. So Angel's Envy, nice bourbon, and which I might go back to in just a second to finish off, and Whistle Pig, so rye. Hey Dennis, yeah, Nick's the man. He's a great dude. And water chaser in my nifty little Superman cup. So yeah, I'll have one more. We'll do one more dram of Angels, and then I'm going to call it an evening. Unless anyone's got any burning questions or suggestions for me to play anything. So, a little bit of housekeeping in terms of stream formats and schedule. So next week I've hopefully got Josh Meader on. We're going to have a hang and a chat and pick his brain and catch up. It's been a while since I've seen Josh. I think it was at NAMM 24, so it'd be nice to catch up. Incredible guitar player, and so that's next week. And then the week after that, probably going to have to change the stream date because I'm going on holiday, so I'll be away for 2 Sundays. So there will definitely be 1 week when I'm away that I won't be a stream at all. But yeah, so a week after next, I'll have to change it to a Friday or a Saturday. Yeah, so I'll be a bit of a break for definitely 1 week, maybe 2 weeks, no stream. And then when I come back, I'm going to sort of structure and format it a little bit more, try and get a bit more back into the planning of things. So I'll have a theme and maybe do some teaching and some bit more structure, some teaching, some playing, whatever, Q&A. Just try and give it a little bit more structure and promote it a bit more. Yeah, nice Superman Chaser Cup. Yeah, I had a rare day off the other day and planned to go and see the new film because I'm a huge DC fan and Superman fan in particular. Read the comics all my life and the animation and stuff. So yeah, I was very excited about the new film. So I took the day off, or half the day off, to go and watch the first showing on Friday. Lawrence, what tunes do people find harder than Giant Steps? Skippy kills me. Oh, I don't actually know Skippy. Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, Giant Steps is hard, isn't it? But again, it's more, I think, the tempo. Oh yeah, Monk. Yeah, okay. A lot of Monk stuff is hard, and I find that a lot of the Monk and Mingus have got some real sort of changes that are real sort of screw with your brain to get through. But I actually think, in terms of hard train stuff, I think Moment's Notice is harder than Giant Steps. I don't know if that's controversial, but I find Moment's Notice a much harder play than. I think I prefer it as a tune. I think I preferred it but to play I find it harder. And I don't know. What do you, Nick and Lawrence? What are your what do you think to that? Out of the train changes stuff. Oh, Nick, that's colder than I thought. 5C at night and 12C max during the day. Wow. So you actually, so in New Zealand, it actually gets pretty like chilly. It, so, Dennis, what would be your thoughts on Autumn Leaves? What, as a tune to play, or the difficulty level, or I mean, it's what do you mean thoughts? I have nothing. My philosophy on tunes like that is there's a lifetime's worth of learning, and it's you know, it may be the most common of common standards, but you know, the greatest players can make it sound wonderful. So you know, it's not the tune, it's the player often. So for the longest time, you know, I will never be sort of disrespectful against any sort of the canon, because until relatively recently in my adult life I couldn't play Autumn Leaves, so so absolutely I have a deep fondness for the most jazz standards, and respect anyway. But if you mean in terms of do I think it's a difficult tune, it's not personally a difficult tune for me now in terms of just getting my way through the changes, or as compared to the other things we're talking about. It's also one of those that if you've got a good ear, you can just swap key centers and relatively blag it. So I'll often have students that who've got a good ear but maybe poor visualization or poor harmonic knowledge might be able to initially kind of sound pretty decent through Autumn Leaves, but the moment you kind of ratchet up the harmonic complexity or the frequency of like things, harmony or notes that are sort of outside, you know, chromatically outside of the key, tunes like that, then it can be more difficult. So Nick, you're trying to get a new pick comfortable. What have you swapped to? What were you using, and what have you swapped to? I, for a long time now, have been using the Tortex XL3 shapes. These ones. I usually use the blue and purple ones, but I've lost them all, and I lost a bag of them, like I was saying last week, and I need to go and need to get an order in, and strings as well. Lawrence, I found Moment's Notice harder for a long time. Yeah, I feel about the same now, but I get you. Yeah. There's a Moment's Notice is such an interesting one, because to listen to it doesn't sound that odd. It listens like, I think it's a nicer listen in some ways, many ways, to Giant Steps. But then when it come to putting it on the fretboard, it's one of those things where it's very easy to just fall into just sidestepping half frets, and I find that implementing of ideas much harder. And then I find that I hear, like, if I'm not playing guitar and I'm just listening to Moment's Notice, it kind of makes sense to me. But the minute I start playing guitar, it's like it sounds different. There's this weird effect that happens with that tune to me. So Chromosome Mike Stern was working on. Ah, cool, nice. Yeah, Black Narcissus, the B section, all major 7 sharp 11s. Yeah. Joe Henderson, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So Nick, you find Moment's Notice harder than Giant Steps and 26.2. Yeah, 26.2 I spent ages working on probably before I was ready to do it, but for no other reason than, here's a funny thing with 26-2. So that was a tune that Tom and I played. We would jam that a lot when I was learning, the beginning stages when I was learning stuff. But the reason I started learning 26-2 was the only reason was because every time I opened up the reel book, iReel, and my physical reel book, it was the first tune in there, and it would like taunt me every time, and I would see the intimidation of it. So I just said, right, I'm going to just tackle this until I can black it. So that's why the sole reason why I decided to start working on 26-2, because every time I loaded iReel, it would just be staring me in the face, like just taunting me. And yeah, that's probably one of my favorite Coltrane changes things. Yeah, Lawrence, I would love to hear you playing 26-2. Get on it, because I think you would sound really cool on that. Yeah. Let's do some shedding, and then the next time we hang out, we'll play 26-2. And you can kick my ass on it, because I'm sure you will. Nick, you don't like 26-2. Okay. Josh is a great guy, even for an Aussie. Yeah, he's an absolute legend. Like, he's got such a good sense of humour, which I wasn't expecting. Not that, when I first met Josh, it was like, I only just knew him from, online and the socials and what have you, and then hang out in person. He was, what a dude. Very good, very cool guy. My favourite Wes track? Oh man, that's tough. I honestly couldn't. Yeah, I'll come back to you on my favourite Wes. Yeah. Do you mean track in terms of Wes tune that he wrote, or just that he played? Yeah. Nah. Do you know the head, Nick? I did have it in. How long will that take me to remember? Read it. It's all gone. do, do. Man, that's so frustrating how that stuff just goes. Let's have another go. Hey guys, can you hear me again? Might sound very different. Yeah, it's I didn't charge it since the last stream, and then I was also doing some video recording, and then I didn't charge it before today because I was out and didn't have time, so I thought it'd be enough, but clearly not for a 90-minute stream. Can you hear this right now? Can you hear me right now? Hopefully. Okay, great. This is just the mic from my MacBook Air now, so but I probably have to wind down. Yeah. Okay, cool. And how does this sound, just out of interest, in terms of quality-wise, just from the mic in the MacBook Air? Curious. Nick, I use the DJI mic. This thing. The battery in this didn't die. It was the battery in the receiver that's died. So the receiver bit that died. This one, and that's why I didn't realize, because that's hidden behind my MacBook there. It's a really cool. It's a really good little mic. It doesn't sound as good as when I have my boom mic on the C stand coming down, but that's such a faff to set up. And so and also with that, when you've got like a mic, on the C stand or whatever, when you're doing pedals or you're messing with things or you turn off axis, then you lose sound. So I think I switched to the lav mic because it meant that it doesn't matter where I'm kind of moving, I'm still always going to get decent sound. It doesn't sound as good, and you don't get as rich a low end on the voice, but it is what it is. That's amazing. So really acceptable sound via MacBook comparable to DJI. That's really interesting to know. Yeah. The way that I do the audio for the streams, though, so I can have direct guitar sound, is I go through. So I'm currently going into my FM3 down on the floor. Then that is going into my a separate audio interface mixer that's connected to my Mac Studio. Then I take that I'm doing like backing tracks and playback from. Then I take a stereo line out from the PreSonus audio interface into a little Zoom live track mixer, which is connected via USB to the MacBook. So that just gets like the stereo audio coming in. So it's a little bit convoluted process, but you have to do that in order to get, and Nick will attest to this with his live stream endeavors, is that in order to get like direct audio, voice, and a backing track in sync, you have to pipe that backing track or separate audio source in at the same time to the same thing mixed in with the same source to the machine you're streaming from. And that's one of the frustrations with the whole live streaming as a musician, to trying to get everything in sync. Because otherwise, if you try to play a backing track from the machine you're streaming on, it's very hard to get everything in sync. It looks like you're playing out of time and you really can't play. But it's not the case. It's just that things don't sync up right when you're doing it like that. So it's a bit of a nightmare. So it's a convoluted setup, but it's the only way to sort of get it working. What capacitors are in the lav? No idea. Yeah, cool. Okay, guys. Well, I think I'm about melted out, so I'm gonna wind it down, and and we'll be back. We'll be back next week with Josh, hopefully, fingers crossed. Then there's the 2-week break, potentially 2-week break, and then when I come back, I'll have plan is to have a more structured maybe format for the stream, and yeah, much needed rest, break, holiday, so I'll be doing that and recharging the batteries literally, figuratively. Dennis, yeah, capturing everything through your quad cortex. That is an option, some kind of. Yeah, that it doesn't. That can work, but it's still some issues. I don't have enough inputs on it in order to get backing tracks as well for what I need. Thanks, Dennis. Yep. Thanks, Lawrence. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining in. I'm going to go and strip off, get very naked and cool down. And thanks for watching, everyone. And see you later.